Everybody, welcome back to Farming Simulator 25, Riverbend Spring Scratch Start, episode 36. Just getting these eggs finished up. We ran out of space overnight again, as usual. And I've gotten the wood stacked and the gotta check on the food here. Maybe they need food. No, they're good on food. Alright. So I've gotten the wood stacked, and I was just waiting for more when I realized I was low on other stuff. Right. So this month, oh God. Hopefully those stay on there. Yeah, so this month, we've got to get the grass planted and the oats planted. We've got a lot of planting to do, and we've got 22,000 plus whatever in the bank. I've got to do some cultivating on these two fields first before we can plant our grass and then our oats, but that's the plan, is to get all that planting done. And for that purpose, we're going to rent a big planter, direct. I think no, we have to cultivate the radish, oilseed radish, and the and that other, whatever the stalks of whatever leftover withered crop was in the in that other field, the newest one, or I think it might have been. But however it happens, we have to definitely cultivate that stuff. Alright, 20 grand. That ought to give us enough to rent our planter, unless there's one in the sale all of a sudden, which is entirely possible. And not planter, cedar. I wouldn't say no if there was a $40,000 cedar in the sale. It would have to be direct. Or possibly one of those ones that also plants some of the green crops and the grass. But I think we have to cultivate the radish in order to gain the benefit. It'd be nice if we could mulch that, but I don't think that's going to happen. So right. Let's look into, well, first of all, what's in the sale? Nothing we can use. So let's get a cultivator, not too expensive. 3 meters? No, let's go something bigger than that. That's the one that would also plant, but 6 meters is, yeah, okay. So if we borrow this, we can plant the grass while we cultivate. with the cedar unit, the lease cost is not bad. Okay, and then we gotta also rent the little head unit, which will be there. We might as well do it with our nifty big new one. And then we're going to come back and rent a different one for planting the oats. Because I want that to go a lot faster. I'll see you back at the farm. Alright, I know I have seeds over here we can grab. And of course it's going to start. That's snow or rain? I guess that wasn't very many seeds. All 83 liters. Alright, well luckily rain doesn't matter. So we're just going to live with it. It looks like it's going to rain for a long time. I'm glad we're not doing any harvest. Oh, I guess only until about 1300. But that's going to be the majority of our time here. We may not have. Well, hopefully this works. We also need to. I don't think we need to buy the soil type of this stuff. I think we're just. I think we're fine. We just need to make sure we don't have tram lines set. Tram lines none. Good. Tram lines none. Right. Well, we're going to plant grass on this, and then that's going to be that. Assuming it's actually planting grass. Yes, okay, cool. Yeah, this should go pretty well. We're going to do grass on both these fields. And that'll be that. And then we can harvest up some grass while we wait for to be able to afford to put the sheep down. So anyway, I'm just gonna plant these two fields and call it good. Alright, so that's both of those fields done up in grass. And now I need to really kind of decide are we going to go through? And I think to avoid field work, since we've already plowed, I think we're going to return this feeder. I have to buy some more seeds though. I'll just buy the bag right now. Let's see, it was $10.50 or 1,000, so we'll buy it in the pallet for the extra 50. I don't think we're really going to need this much, but we might as well. We will plant seeds. Right. So we've been talking about using this 12-meter one. And I do believe that that's the one we're going to lease for 8,000. Yes. Okay. Then we can go to here. Return that. And we can return that. Okay. And now we can go get the planter and go plant oats. And we might as well plant over there first, since we're gonna be right there anyway. Hopefully we did all the work on those ones. So I hope it wasn't map specific, but when I was on Riverbend, when I was on Frankenmuth map, I had put my sheep farms down on grass that I had planted, and they seemed to not actually use very much you know, external grass. It seemed for most of the year the grass that I had planted was feeding them just fine. So I think that we have and that's why I planted grass on that center field over near my farm, because I think it will really reduce how much grass I need to cut and provide for them in bales. So we're just going to go get this field planted or seeded in oat. There we go. Right, and I'm going to try to do it the right way, which is to plant the center first. And then we'll do the headlands after. So we're going to get this planted up. I'll talk to you in a bit. Right, that's that field planted. Or seeded. I always keep saying planting, but I think you get what I mean. So as I'm saying, that field's seeded, and now we just gotta head back to the farm and get those other 2 fields seeded up, and the stuff we needed to do this month will have been done. Here we are, about to descend and get going on the sky. And it's just going to be all oats. As profitable as the canola oil is, I'd rather not run out of oats for flour because the bread feels more profitable. So we're just gonna get this just a little bit. There we go. We're just, as usual, gonna get this planted up. See you in a minute. Alright, we are almost done here. Just gotta run the cleanup pass along this edge where I couldn't turn around outside the field properly to really get it fully covered. So we've got a few misfits along here we want to get rid of. Or that we want to fill in. I am going to leave that little tiny patch right there off to the left undone. And we just got to go get rid of, got to go dump our seeds here. We have a little box of seeds over there. We're going to combine them. Pick those up, and then we'll drop them again over here. Work, and now we can return this thing. There it is. Yep, that gets returned. And we need to rent or buy some rollers. I'd rather own the rollers and just be done with it, but that's not going to happen. Yeah, I think we'll borrow these. Well, we'll lease these anyway. We don't have the money to buy them anyway. Hopefully that improves the crops beyond the 5,000 value. And I didn't actually look at requirements, so hopefully it's less than 400 horsepower to pull those rolls. We will find out soon enough. Hopefully these are the right kinds of rolls. I know there's a point where if you've got the wrong kind of rolls, it would actually destroy the crop. So I'll have to check just to make sure. Oh man, this is a big set. Wow. I really hope I didn't blow the money. 275. Okay, cool. Wow, that's long. They don't really fold up that much, do they? Kind of crazy. Well, we got to roll a whole bunch of fields, so we might as well have our rolls be big, and it'll be nice and quick. It was kind of interesting how they adapt to the turning. Okay, bus. You're really gonna... Are we officially rolling? It looks like it. These are pretty big, that's for sure. Let's have a look at our map and just see. Right, crop type, it doesn't look destroyed. Okay, no weeds on any of our fields yet. But these guys also don't say, okay, there we go. They do say needs rolling. And that looks like it's working, so cool. That's the key. The key bit is that it's working. Cool. Well, we're just gonna roll all this stuff up. Quite a few fields to do. That was a tight turn into that road, but this should go rather quickly. Well, maybe there's something to be said for slightly smaller equipment. Once again, we are talking grass. Cool, okay. It's not ruining the grass, that's like the key point. And we just roll it up. I expect this field could use a fertilization, although I don't think it really matters much, because I'm just going to be putting sheep on it. we're just going to roll this out and then go do the other 2 fields down below as well. All right, starting to get late in the day. We have just got this bit, and we've got to run down the bottom edge of that field. To finish it off. And then we'll be done. It's the rolling with the big rolls. These are some big rolls too. Hopefully this covers all of our little misfits down that edge. Hopefully there aren't much of them, and none in the turn, so we've got that good already. Just a few little spots along here. Yep, and that is that. And if we go look at the map, yeah, we didn't get that guy rolled, and he's not going to be rolled because that would just kill the crop at this point. And if just for completionist, I'd like to just buy 5 and 9 just to own all of this around my farm. 2 for that matter, even though 2's not great soil-wise. Too bad we can't amend the soil itself, like carting a bunch of loam. I didn't need to fold it up. We can return it. Yep. All right. Yeah, that's basically everything we needed to do today. We could sell more wood, or more planks, because I know we spawned some, but that can happen next month. That's not urgent by any means. I did buy that, didn't I? Tell me I bought that and I haven't been paying. Yeah, okay, good. I haven't been paying lease costs on it across the months. Right. So I think that's it, basically. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will catch you next time.